Hi everyone, my name is Gray. I'm the dietitian and health coach with MLK Health Center and Pharmacy. Today, March 11th, is Registered Dietitian Day. So first things first, I want to clear up the difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist, because this is a question that I get pretty frequently. So a dietitian, for RDs, they have to have specific degrees. They have to complete an internship, they have to take a registration exam, they have to do continuing education. There are guidelines in place that you must complete in order to be a registered dietitian. So a dietitian can call themselves a nutritionist if they'd like, but a nutritionist cannot call themselves a dietitian. The reason being is that there really aren't any guidelines for nutritionists specifically. No one to say you have to have these certain degrees, you have to have these certifications. There's a lot of wiggle room there. So generally speaking, a dietitian is going to have more of the set degrees and science background to back up what they're saying. Not to say that nutritionists don't know what they're talking about, there's just less governing there. So I also wanted to talk about some of the misconceptions about dietitians. This is something that I encounter frequently. One of them is, I know it's confusing because diet is in the word dietitian, but people come to me expecting a diet. They want a meal plan. They want me to go through and explain everything they should be eating. Just give me a piece of paper, tell me breakfast, lunch, and dinner what I should be eating. If that worked, if that approach worked, then we wouldn't have all the overweight and obesity and chronic conditions that we're dealing with right now. The reality is that diets just don't work. And I think a lot of dietitians now are realizing that. And so instead we try to give people framework that they can work around and look at what you're currently eating and then try to make some recommendations on how we can push you in the right direction in terms of a healthier diet. Something else people think is that I'm basically going to go through and explain this food is good, this food is bad, this food is good, this food is bad. My thinking on that is if you give a man to fish, you feed him for a day, but if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. I try to apply some of the same principles to my practice whenever I'm working with patients and clients. So I would rather give people some of the nutrition basics and some tools that they can use to then make their own informed decisions about what's healthy and what's not. On top of that, everybody's different. So if I'm talking to a diabetic, let's say, who has really uncontrolled blood sugars and they're asking, are potatoes good? Well, for that patient, no, it's probably going to be something that's going to be more harmful than good. But if I'm talking to an athlete who's feeling kind of sluggish during their workouts, they're doing a lot of training, 2-a-days, that sort of thing, well, then a potato may be appropriate because they're going to need the extra carbs and energy. So that's part of it too, is that we're all different. And then a final misconception is that I'm just going to come in and take all your food away and that you're going to be stuck eating brown rice and chicken breast and kale for the rest of your days. I'm not going to do that. I'm not trying to take away all the good foods. Again, I'm just trying to give you some tips and some little changes that you can make to improve your diet slowly over time. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have interest in other nutrition and wellness videos, please check out our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.